This morning we're here at the Silver Creek Presbyterian Church, and this little area right here, a lot of people come down here. Churches all over the county come to this area, and they have baptisms in this creek. A lot of people come down here and swim on the weekends. When I was a young child, or maybe a young teenager, I used to come down here and go swimming all the time, and I've been down here many a times. The sign says no diving and no jumping, but when I was a kid, we come down here, we jumped off this bridge many a times. Okay, let's walk on over here. There's the sign. It says this church was founded in 1875. Looks like their sign is starting to degrade a little bit. They need to redo this sign. Okay, and this is the creek, and people, they'll get right here on the bank and walk right out into the water. And like I said, there's been a lot of people baptized right there in this creek. My grandfather, he was a preacher, and I'm pretty sure that he baptized quite a few people here in this creek also. I have pictures of him baptizing people in the creek, but the picture don't say if it was this creek or another creek. But it sort of looked like this one. Okay, and turn around this way, you see some little tables over there that people sit at to sit beside the creek. And then there's the church. And today Marie and I, we're going to do our Sunday chat. We're going to set up here at this location and do our Sunday chat this week. We hope you enjoy it. Got my Coke Zero today. You may have to talk loud. Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
And today we're over here at the Silver Creek Presbyterian Church. We're doing our Sunday chat. There's a road that goes by out here, and there is a three-way stop sign. So a lot of vehicles will be stopping and starting up. So you may hear a lot of vehicle noise. We'll try to talk loud, and hopefully we won't have too much interference today. But this is a real beautiful little place to come over here and sit and relax next to the creek. Usually in the evenings when it gets a little hotter, there'll be people over here swimming in the creek, and sometimes you'll see people fishing down the creek also. But we just wanted to try it here today. We tried it once here before, and the wind was too bad, we couldn't do it, so hopefully today the wind will be better. You got anything you want to say first to get started off, Marie?
Well, it is a beautiful day to get out when you're getting cooped up. This virus has got everybody pretty much in the house, so anytime you can get out in nature, it's really fun.
Yeah, we're still sheltering in place.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give everybody a quick update on my brother Gerald. He is still doing good. He is still in the isolation wing of the nursing home, but he's not had any major problems. They said they will keep him there longer. We don't know how long, but he is doing good. We appreciate everybody that's been praying for Gerald. Okay, for the videos that we made this week, first video we made was called Ravioli Lasagne, and Marie did that video. And so I was trying a little different technique of recording, and so I had used a different microphone, and I had it plugged in, but it was not plugged in all the way. It lacked about 1/8 of an inch being completely plugged into the camera. It was just enough that it turned the internal microphone off, but the external mic was not working. So we had that entire video recorded with bad audio. And so I took the other camera that was doing the overhead shot, and it had sound on it, so I was able to use that camera to complete the video. And it was tricky, and it's a little something you just have to deal with sometimes. YouTube is a lot of fun, but it can be a lot of work. It takes quite a bit of effort to set up your cameras and get the sound right, get the lights right. And where we're sitting at right here this morning, it is a little shady because the sun is shining directly into our eyes. And but we're in an area where there is some shade, so we won't be blinded. But we wanted the church to be in the background so you could see the church, and hopefully you'll be able to see us good enough. It won't be too dark of a video. But I was talking about the first video Marie made this week, Ravioli Lasagna. That recipe looks so simple that you would think it's probably not going to be good, but that turned out to be an excellent recipe. We like to buy Stouffer's lasagna from the Walmart store, and me and Marie both agreed that that lasagna probably tasted as good, if not better, than the Stouffer's lasagna that you buy.
I definitely think it tasted good.
Yeah. Okay, Marie, the next video you did this week was orange creamsicle salad dessert.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk about that one just a little bit.
Well, it was just another budget-friendly, fast and easy recipe, and it was real easy, like I said, to make, and it tasted great, and it was cool and refreshing, and it's not very heavy. And some people wanted to know why it's called a dessert salad, and I don't know technically, can't say that word, I don't know technically why it's called a dessert salad, but I imagine it's just because that it has oranges in it. And
that's what I would think. It had oranges in it. It's like a fruit salad.
Yeah.
But I know it's cool and creamy, and Marie made it on a day that it was 94 degrees. And so we really enjoyed that dessert. Last video we did this week was a BLT sandwich, and I had went out in the garden. My tomato plants have pretty basically quit producing, and I was getting ready to take and pull some of them up, and there hanging on one plant was one of my beefsteak tomatoes, and it was, well, if you watched the video, you've seen it was that big around, and it was pretty and red. So I went ahead and pulled it, brought it in the house, and we talked about it, and we said, well, let's make a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. So we just went ahead and made a video out of it, and turned out pretty nice. We definitely enjoyed the sandwich, didn't we?
We did.
Now that video, we didn't do any talking in it. We just recorded it and played it with a little music, and that's a different style of video. I hope you enjoyed that one. Let us know, comment, let us know how you like that style of video versus where we do a lot of talking. Okay, the next big thing going on for us is school is starting back this coming week. Well, I'm in the first. But school is starting back for all of our relatives and family and friends. And so we're a little nervous and we're concerned. You know, at our age, it's easy to be nervous and concerned about your loved ones. And so we're going to be praying for them and hoping that everything will turn out good. But we do have a daughter. Our daughter's name is Cynthia, and she's a high school teacher. She teaches math subjects, and I think she's been teaching for 23 years. Now I may have that number of years wrong, but she's been teaching a long time. And so it was different last year when they had to start, you know, teaching from home and doing the online teaching. And so this year, she says it's definitely going to be different this year, but you know, she's hoping everything's going to work out good for her. We also have a granddaughter. Her name is Kristen, And Kristen is a 6th grade English teacher. And this is her 2nd year of teaching. So last year, during her first year, you know, they had to quit teaching and come home and start doing the online teaching. So that was a big adjustment for her. But she's very young, she's very technically savvy, and so she picked right up on it and did good. And I think she's going to do fine this year. I talked to her last night, and she was telling me that it's really going to be different. A lot of changes and a lot of things they're going to have to do different. But she feels like that they're going to try to watch out for everybody and keep everybody safe. We have another granddaughter. Her name is Holly, and this year she's going to be a high school senior, so she'll be one of the students going to school. And she's our only grandchild that's still in school. All the others have already graduated and already graduated college, so Holly's the only one coming along. But she's not too worried about it. She's actually looking forward to getting back to school, so hopefully that's going to work out good for her. Okay, Marie, anything else you want to say about the school, going back to school this year?
Well, naturally I'm concerned about it because, the virus has escalated a little bit in our area and quite a few other areas around. But if everyone practices social distancing, washing hands,
Say that again, Marie. That car was real loud. That was a Mustang that just went by, and you can hear his loud mufflers.
well, I was just saying that if everybody takes safety measures, social distancing, and wears their masks and wash their hands, that I will feel a lot better about the school situation. But I'm not sure that a lot of teenagers are going to do that, or a lot of even adults. But that's your own decision, you know.
It is.
But anyway, yes, I am concerned about everyone going back to school this year, but I will be praying for them, and I just hope that everyone is safe.
And we know that all of our viewers have got either children or grandchildren that's probably going to school this year, and so we know you're concerned about them too.
Yeah.
Leave in the comments, let us know how you feel about this situation, and if your school system is doing something different or unique, let us know what's going on. We'll appreciate that. Okay, the next subject, I do have a little cheat notebook here. I had to write down a few notes so I wouldn't forget. But we wanted to talk about our garden. Pretty much, there's an airplane flying over. You hear it? That's a little small Piper airplane flying over. Okay, on our garden, our tomatoes they're all gone now. All the beefsteak tomatoes have quit producing.
That's always the sad part of my life in the summer.
Yeah, I went out there yesterday and pulled up all the plants. But we do still have cherry tomatoes that's still producing. And I've got 3 beefsteak tomato plants that I just planted recently. And so if they produce, I'll be getting tomatoes late on them, but there's only 3 plants. But cherry tomatoes have done really great. Our okra, we are just getting a nice amount of okra. We're having fried okra every other night just about.
And okra is my favorite vegetable. I love okra.
Yeah, and corn, I planted that one little row of corn as an experiment using the no-till method, and I'm going to be honest with you, it didn't do good. It has produced. There is some corn on there. We're going to try to pull a couple of ears tonight, cook them tonight.
Are you going to try that method next year, that just maybe go a little bit deeper?
No, I think next year when I plant my corn, I'm going to go ahead and till the ground. We have the red clay dirt, and you've got to really till the dirt down deep so that when the corn does start to grow, them roots will grow on in there deeper in the ground, because that's what makes your plants taller and bigger, and gives you, better corn.
We didn't like the back to even method either, did we?
No, our soil is just too hard Now, just just a couple of miles away from us, the people have a totally different type of soil, and they really have some great gardens. But we're up on the side of a mountain, and we're only about 100 foot from being up, maybe 200 feet from being on the very top of the mountain, and that whole mountain is just solid red clay. And that particular area right there, about 30 years ago, when we had a lot of trees cut down, I had some bulldozers come in and flatten the ground behind our house. So basically all the topsoil got scraped off. And all we got left is just that hard red clay that's been packed for millions of years probably. So it still produces a pretty good garden, but it needs to be tilled and worked. And I keep mixing things in to try to make the soil better, but it's just going to take a long time to ever improve. Also on our peppers, I got some little bell peppers I planted late, and they're just now starting to make the little small peppers. We're still getting banana peppers. I think I picked about 10 or 12 yesterday, didn't I? Yeah. And my little, I call them 1941 peppers, but they're basically cayenne peppers, and they are really produced.
And they're really hot.
Yeah, and the vines are just full of the little red peppers right now. And I did grow those in the little pots, and I do like growing my peppers in pots, and I think next year I'll do that again. Okay, the only other subject we wanted to talk about was just we wanted to, let you know we are still sheltering in place. Now we came over here today to set up and do this Sunday chat video, and like I said, by about 2 o'clock this evening, this place will be full of people, with people getting in that creek over there swimming. But for right now, the only thing over here is ants, and I think an ant just crawled up my leg.
The weather is just really nice right now, though. It's very low humidity, and we're in the shade, and so it's really pleasant right now.
Yeah, the temperature is only probably about 80 degrees right now.
But it won't be that way in a couple of hours.
Yeah, but what I was going to say though, we are the only big change that we have made to our sheltering in place is we have been going to different restaurants and getting a takeout meal, and we're doing that maybe once a week. When this first started, we wouldn't even go to any place and get a takeout meal, but we have started doing that. We're still doing online orders with groceries from Walmart's, and that way we don't have to go inside. And there's been a few items that I've needed that you just have to have, and I've been able to order those online and have them shipped to the house. So it's probably been at least 6 weeks since I've been inside the Walmart store, I think. Now I may be wrong, but it's been a while. But basically we've tried to quit going in stores. Now we do have to go to doctor visits. I still have to attend them. Some doctors, one of my doctors let me do a telephone visit, so that worked out.
Yeah.
But in just a little over a week, Marie does have a doctor's appointment that we got to go to.
Yeah.
And we called and talked to them, and they will not let us out of it. They said that this is her last visit.
Yeah, hopefully this is my last visit to an oncologist.
Yeah, this is her last visit to her oncologist. And his office is in Atlanta, Georgia. But they do have like a satellite office over in Marietta, so we don't have to go all the way to Atlanta for these follow-up visits. But after we go to this last visit with her oncologist, we will give you an update and let you know how things turned out. But that's pretty much all I got for this week, Marie. Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, do what you love and love what you do, and y'all have a great afternoon. Bye.
Okay. We'll see you on our next video.